Football battles, man. Here we are. And this has been a massive request. And many people have given me, and it's an interesting one because this is sort of like an old school one, about two players who I think are real quality players. And I have different opinions on both Brazilian superstars. Rivaldo against Kaka. Rivaldo against Kaka. So look, man, let's get right down to it and let's just, deal with it. So first off, we have shooting, finishing. Who is the better finisher between Rivaldo and Kaka? I think both of them are really good finishers. And I think the way in which they finish is perhaps different. As in Rivaldo, we know about this guy's dynamism, the kinds of goals he has scored, short range, long range from different angles. I think basically you should YouTube. This is a goal that he scored. I think it was for a Greek team where it was a free kick from an insane angle. Madness. Kaka, we've seen some of the finishing that this guy has done. Like remember his goals against Man United, and I think he sort of mastered the outs of like coming in through the middle, just out of the box, hitting the ball into that top corner. So Kaka's finishing was tops. And even remember an amazing goal that he scored opening game of the 06 World Cup for Brazil. So yeah, how do we decide this one? Who is the better finisher between both of them? I think as amazing as they both are, and as proficient as finishing as they both are, and they both were very good finishers and strikers of the ball. The reason why I'm going to have to side with Rivaldo on this one was the variety of finishes that he had. I think Kaka, as good as his finishing was, I don't think his palette, his template of finishing was as varied and was as broad as what Rivaldo gave. I think Rivaldo just scored just so many different goals. So in that sense, he just showed a higher degree and a much more detailed degree of finishing. Because again, as I said, long range, short range, free kicks, different angles, overhead kick. He just scored so many different kinds of goals. I just think that he was a more higher level finisher. Not to detract from what Kaka was, because again, when you look at Kaka's goals, that guy was a damn good finisher. But I just think that's who was a better finisher, a better guy at least striking the ball and the kind of goals that he scored. I'm after all with your boy Rivaldo on that one there. Passing, the best pass of the ball. For me, I think this is pretty simple. This is pretty straightforward. This is pretty simple. Kaka, I think this is probably one of his biggest strengths. He was an amazing passer of the ball, an absolutely amazing passer of the ball. I just think that his passing ability was just quality. His passing ability was just quality. Just too good. Like the way in which he would be able to pass the ball was just too flipping good. So, yeah, man, I just think that, like again, you only have to just look at the pass that he gave to Crespo. They may have lost the match, one of the most infamous matches of all time, but that pass that he gave to Crespo in the Champions League final against Liverpool was insane, absolutely insane. So, and I think for Rivaldo, this was not really one of his biggest strengths. Yeah, obviously he could do some pretty amazing passes, but it just really was not really the biggest strength for him, really. So, I would say as far as passing goes, I'm going to have to roll with your boy Kaka on that. Yeah. Ball control. What do I always say twice? I don't know. Ball control. Close-ish. Both good at ball control, but I think, when we look at the styles of play and what they did, ball control for me, it has to pretty much, I wouldn't say substantially, but clearly has to go to Kaka. I think the way in which Kaka played really lends to just how good he was at ball control. I just think his ball control was crisp, extremely crisp. So I just think that if I'm just looking at both players, I think Rivaldo's playing style didn't really lend itself to showing how good he was at ball control, because he was much more of a more unorthodox again, dynamic, very excitable kind of player. But I just think for Kaka, giving the ball, that ball is sticking to his face. Boom, 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 running with the ball, boom. So I just think, as far as ball control goes, yeah, I'm have to ride with Kaka now. So ball control, I'm riding with Kaka. Dribbling. This is a close one. Different dribblers. As I said again, Rivaldo, unorthodox, dynamic. Kaka was a very good dribbler. He was a very good dribbler. See, I would liken Kaka's dribbling sort of similar to what your boy Messi would do. That's what I think. I think that's what your boy Messi would do. I think that was their similarity. But who was a better dribbler? I'm going to have to roll with Rivaldo. And the reason why I'm going to Rivaldo is this. As good as Kaka was, and as consistent as you could argue that he was with regards to his dribbling, I think that Rivaldo would be able to do more. There was more within his arsenal of dribbling. I think Kaka's dribbling was very condensed to a certain thing that he did, but I think Rivaldo could dribble you in many different ways. So I think for Kaka, if you really studied his movements and what he did, you could pretty much stop him. But for Rivaldo, he could just hit you with so many different styles. I mean, see, Rivaldo was bringing in that street stuff. You know, he was bringing in that whole favela kind of state of mind to the kind of way that he could really, really mess you about and really take you out to lunch and not even pay. So it is close because Kaka, because I could remember Kaka was a damn good dribbler. He was a damn good dribbler. But if I'm going to have to choose better dribbler who was just better at the art of dribbling, I'm going to have to roll with Rivaldo, because I just think Rivaldo just did more with his dribbles and could dribble you in more different kind of ways. So yeah, dribbling goes to Rivaldo. Creativity. So I think I want to expand this one. I want to expand this one. I think the creative thing. Remember, this is creativity, not playmaking. This is creativity. So it can be creativity in chances that you create, but it could just be creativity in what are you able to do, whether it be how you shoot, how you score, how you pass, how you beat a player, how you make plays. So creativity is just the creative mind within you. What kinds of things can you come up with? Your imagination, your ability to dream, and can you realize those dreams on the pitch? As I said, if you're using this stats creativity, nobody is beating Ronaldinho on the stats. So this is one stat where nobody beats Ronaldinho on the stats of creativity. So yeah, who was more creative? This is tough, and this is hard because, see, creativity I could give to Kaka based on just his creation of chances and his passing and the kind of ways that he would create chances for people. Creativity I could give to Rivaldo based on the creativity of his dribbles, of his goal scoring, and just the kinds of things he was able to come up with on the pitch. Hence why he was such a one-man flipping army, because I'm like, how the hell did you think of doing that? How the hell did you come up with that in your brain? So these are two guys who, on a creative tip, on different ends of the spectrum, are high. But the reason why I'm going to have to roll with Valdo on this, is because I feel he was more creative. I feel that he had more ideas. I feel that his imagination was more, he could think of doing more things. And I just think that the beauty of Rivaldo, why he's so revered, why people love him so much, was he just did things that was like, how the hell did you do that? How the hell did you come up with that as a guy? You know, we can look at that ridiculous hat-trick that he scored of, like, how the hell did you get that chest? So that was just what made Rivaldo just such a fear dude, because this guy, off his own back, no help whatsoever, could individually do things that would just make you go wow and just stun you. So for creativity on that tip, I'm gonna have to roll with your boy Rivaldo there. Balance. So for me, balance here is running with the ball. How good is your balance running with the ball? So this is different from dribbling. Dribbling could just dribble a guy in close quarters and spaces. But balance is your ability to carry the ball, go for the ball without losing the ball, beating players, but still maintaining control of the ball in a forward perpetual motion. For me, I think this is pretty simple. This is one of Kaka's greatest strengths. I don't think this was how Rivaldo really played. One of Kaka's greatest strengths was his graceful, beautiful balance on the ball. Because this guy could just carry the ball over many different distances and just beat guys. Again, one of the great goals that he scored was the amazing balance that he showed when he went through the hearts of United defense. Both United defenders very much crashed into each other, and then he then slotted the ball home very easy. So Kaka's balance, I just feel, was much more on display than what your boy homeboy Rivaldo did. So I just think with balance, pretty simple. Perhaps Kaka's greatest strength, I would say. His greatest attributes, balance goes to Kaka. Final one, clutch. Clutch. Who can make that critical play? Who can, as an individual, rise up and win the game for me? Who can I entrust to make a key play to stand out from the system? Both of these guys were heroes for their team. Rivaldo was a hero for Barcelona. Kaka was a hero for AC Milan. But who would I trust more to be an individual to rise up and give me that clutch play? I'm going with Rivaldo. So why am I going with Rivaldo? Because Kaka showed many clutch moments. Already talking about the Man United game upon many different games that he showed up in. Let's even put that hat-trick to one side. Rivaldo, who scored perhaps the greatest hat-trick of all time. Let's just put that to one side. I think Rivaldo was born with the clutch gene. I think what makes him so loved was he would be the guy that would give you the clutch play. That he would be ready to be like, no, I'm right there for you. I don't think Kaka had that same character and personality. Because Kaka could come clutch, I don't think he was born with a natural clutch gene. Because if I want to win a game, I need someone to do something for me to help me win this game. I'm looking at Rivaldo. Because I think Rivaldo, he was that dude. Rivaldo was that freaking dude who would say, nah, man, I'm a ride with y'all. So, yeah, man, as far as clutch goes, I'm giving it to your boy Rivaldo right there, man. So, there we have it, man. 4-3. Rivaldo takes over Kaka. Give me your thoughts. Comments below on like who you want to now see me do next week. Which one do you think that you want me to ride on with and everything, and then I will be able to give it back to give me your thoughts about this. Do you think now things wrong between Kaka or Rivaldo? Let's just have a debate about this. But guys, I will see you again next week, next Wednesday for another football battle. Peace out, stay true, stay black.